small chat yesterday. So I would like, what's my código? Pababa ako. No, I'll stay here na lang. Because yesterday, allow me to thank the vloggers who joined us
Okay na ba?
all the way to pick up Ms. Selberg. And we had a lot of fun inside the Pilipinas bus. So, sa mga sumama sa akin, I hope I didn't miss anyone. Candidates pala to. So, dito titignan ko ito baka. Alright, so thank you very much, Anton Eder. Thank you very much, Edge Pinoya. Advocacy 101. Jay Barbo. Arvin Capachete. Paolo Luneta. Jason Cappuccino. Thank you very much. Francois Diaz. Jonathan Santos. Christian Joaquin. France Bayer. Si Ethan Concepcion. And of course, some friends sa akin from GMA News Online, Mr. Danny Bata, to Mr. Lars Santiago and the crew, and Mario Dumawan, ABS-CBN. Thank you very much, guys, for making our reception really unforgettable. Right now, this is the Jasmin Selberg Show. And I'm here to introduce to you, bago natin ipakilala si Jasmin, yung ating trustee ng BPCI. And she's here to welcome all of you. Please welcome Miss Irene Say. Irene. Thank you very much. Okay.
Ay!
Ikaw makakamisot ka doon.
You're right. One more.
Here it is.
All right, thank you very much, guys. I hope you now have an SD card full of great photos. All right, now it's time for our press conference to begin. So let me make sure that your mic is dito po tayo, ah. All right, our PR manager will be in charge of curating or managing the questions. So we will start right now with questions from the media. Ray, who will go first? Papakilala po tayo.
Ay, sorry. Tabi pa tabi. Para mas okay dito sis na.
Hello, thank you everyone for coming.
Hi, Jasmin.
Hi.
My name is Franz Ivan, and here in the Philippines, they call me Mars Franz. Again, mabuhay, and at the same time, welcome to the Philippines. It's been 24 hours since you've been here in the Philippines. My question is, what Filipino characteristic or traits amaze you, and why?
The enthusiasm they have, the passion they have for something that they really, well, love and want to support. And also, yeah, it is the unconditional love and support that Filipinos usually show their beloved ones.
And also, yesterday, you already met Hannah Arnold. How was your experience back then together with Hannah Arnold in Miss International competition?
Hannah is just a sweetheart. She's so easy to get along with. She's very, very easygoing, and that means just that you kind of just like her.
Thank you, and welcome again to the Philippines.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to our country, Ms. Jasmin. Okay, my question is, this is your debut here in our country. So, in general, what is your impression about the people, the weather, the food, in general?
Well, first of all, thank you for welcoming me with a typhoon. I haven't experienced that one yet. So it will definitely be very memorable here. But I must say that the weather is very pleasant now that I've adjusted to Southeast Asian weather as well. And well, the people are very kind and loving, and of course, very, very funny. You have so good humor, and I didn't expect anything less from you after my Queen's Camp in Berlin actually teach me so much about the Philippines.
Okay, aside for your participation in the Binibining Filipinas Coronation, what do you look forward to gain in your visit here in our country?
So, I always wanted to see Binibining Filipinas ever since I became a big pageant fan as well, because of course my trainers are Filipinos, so they have told me a lot about Binibini Filipinas, and that made me even more excited to come here because the knowledge that I gathered here, I really want to make use of to maybe also have our own little pageant in Germany, and that really inspires me.
Any future plan in the next 6 months before you pass your crown to the next Miss International?
Enjoy as much as possible, make as many new friends as possible, travel as much as possible, and just, well, enjoy the crown right now.
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you in person, Jasmin.
Nice to meet you too.
Jasmin, hello.
Hello.
Again, we Filipino pageant fans love you so much. And welcome to the Philippines, Ms. Jasmin.
Salamat po.
During your first day homecoming yesterday, we heard you speaking in Tagalog, few Tagalog words, and we were amazed. Maybe know whom did you learn these Tagalog words?
So, as I said, my trainers in Berlin, they are Filipino. And so I have been listening to them speak Tagalog around me for like 2.5 years now, ever since 2020 November. And that's how I picked it up. For example, one of the most spoken sentences I heard was wait lang. So I kind of like to use it too now.
Or any other funny Tagalog words that you learned, aside from those?
Well, yes, Marites for one. So I was introducing myself to Hannah like, hi, I'm Marites. And she was very confused. She said, wait, your name is not Marites. So it took her a minute to understand what I mean. But after she found out, she was also laughing, of course.
Oh my God, that's so fun. Okay, going to the serious side with Jasmin, a lot of young Filipina women would like to win national or international round. What advice can you give them? Not only to Filipinas, but all over the world, every woman in the world who aspire to become a beauty queen like you. What advice can you give them?
So this advice is a general advice, I would say, and it is learn from your surroundings. That means pick up what you see, also try to think what others would like do in your situation, for example, or what you would do if you were in the situation of another person. So this is how you actually learn. And then that's what I did as well. I went to my first pageant to learn, which is Miss Globe, the title that we also give here, together with Maureen Montaigne. I competed there. And so I really took that to my heart. So I also basically took notes how Maureen was, for example, prepared. And I really adjusted myself to that for my next pageants. And apparently consistency is also key and never giving up. So if it doesn't work out on the first try, maybe try once more. And also don't lose your passion, because if you're passionate about something, I think you can really conquer the world.
Thanks so much, and God bless your reign.
Thank you.
Hello, Jasmin. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Philippines. I'm Melto Parat. My question is about your pageant journey in Japan. Aside from winning the crown, what is your most memorable experience in Japan and your most favorite part of the competition and why?
So for one, it is of course again making so many new friends, because we are still in touch, for example, and coming here I have actually at least three girls that I can actually contact and say hi to, and that is just something that is an incomparable feeling, because it gives you like the feeling that you feel home wherever you go. At least it is like that for me. And well, I think for Japan or Miss International in particular, it is all the cultural activities that we did. And I'm really grateful if the country that I visit introduces me to their culture. So I'm also really happy to wear Filipiniana terno right now.
Thank you and enjoy the Philippines.
Thank you.
Hi, Jasmin, mabuhay, and welcome to the Philippines once again. Jasmin's Miss International is actually one of the most distinct pageants right now and today. So, winning the Miss International crown, do you think, how could the advocacy help a candidate or the aspirant?
So one of our advocacies is Cheer All Women, and that really led me to believe that when women support one another, but also when humankind supports one another and tries to erase toxicity, then we can really also be empowered as women. And I mean, I've seen feuds between women in my entire lifetime, and many of us have seen dramas between women. Like they say that usually the perception of beauty pageants is that there's a lot of fights between them and everything like that. But for me, in each beauty pageant I competed in, or each beauty pageant I was a delegate in, there was not really much drama at all, which made me really happy to see that. And I really want to, with the Cheer All Women slogan basically, I want to give other women also the, well, how do you say it? I can't think of the English word right now. Like just the support and yeah. The more women cheer on each other, the less drama there would be lastly as well. That's my take on it.
Oh, that's great. Now, as a queen or as a Miss International queen, Jasmin, how do you juggle your responsibilities in life, love life, family, and as a Miss International queen as well?
So I really make sure to take time out sometimes where I basically do digital detox. I just put my phone away, and then there's like clear times where I'm like, okay, I have this and that appointment and I really want to give 100% here and there. So sometimes I also, if I go to cultural activities in Germany or in whatever country I visit, I really want to make sure that as Miss Internationals are also basically cultural ambassadors. I really want to also provide this content for my followers, for example, to also give them insights about different cultures I am encountering.
Thank you so much, Jasmin. And my name is Franco, by the way, from Pageant Philippines.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, hi, Jasmin. I'm Jasmin Selberg from Santos and Skits.
I know that page.
Thank you. You look wonderful, and we met yesterday, and you still have the same glow as when you arrived as you have now. And a lot of people are actually telling us pageant pages that you look like you have a ring light following you everywhere you go. So just a easy question, fun question. How do you maintain your beauty, knowing that you travel a lot, and at the same time, can you give aspiring beauty tips on how to have glowing skin every day?
So I think one of the key ingredients to look happy is good food. So I make sure to eat a lot and sleep a lot, of course, because if I don't do that, I become sick immediately. So I really also need to make sure that I eat enough and sleep enough. So that is one of the main, secrets to me maintaining my glow. But I also try to look at things as positively as possible usually. So I have the glass is half full mindset and not that it's half empty. And I think that also kind of helps me to maintain it and to show it to the outer world. And also I feel energized when I see people like you, and gives me so much happiness to actually see that there's people interested in me, if to put it that way. because I still consider myself a normal human who was just given the opportunity to be a Miss International and also to carry that title with great pride. And yeah, that is one of the main ingredients of my glowing secret. But it's also, of course, makeup and good light. So, sometimes adjusting the brightness in the pictures.
You also mentioned that yesterday that you wanted to try adobo. So far, how did you?
I ate it.
Yeah, last night. That's good.
They brought it to my room, so I had it there in all silence. Because of course, to maintain a happy lifestyle, you also need moments for yourself. So I appreciated that actually.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine. Mabuhay and welcome to the Philippines.
Thank you.
This is Jay from Pageant. I just want to ask what's the first thing you did right after you win the crown?
Well, first of all, I was brought into the backstage where they touched up my makeup and everything, but I still was very tired. So after that, we also had the after party, and so I could eat there. And then when I finally got to my room, I was disconnecting. I looked at, like I had my crown with me the first night, so I had the crown on the shelf, and I was just looking at it, trying to process what just happened, because it was so surprising for me that I won Miss Germany after 33 years of not even placing all the time as a Miss Germany delegates in general. So it was just unbelievable, and then sometimes it really began to sink in. And then I contacted my family, of course.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Jasmine. I'm Edge from Pageantology 101.
Hello, I know your page as well.
So we have an Instagram question here. What is the single most important thing you would like to accomplish as Miss International?
I pretty much already made history, so having my name on the Google search and having many results there really made me think, wow, I'm more famous now than I was before. So I felt really prideful in that, and also to be one of the big six or big three queens of Germany to have ever placed. That also makes me very humbled and appreciative of that fact. So one of the main things I also want to do is to actually inspire people through my journey, and also through all the things I'm doing and that I will still do. So yeah, that is one of the main things I do.
Thank you so much for your choice.
Edge.
Hello, Jasmine. Welcome. And I'm Paul from the Philippine Pageantry and Pageantry News International.
Oh, I know that page too. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My question is, having been crowned as our Miss International 2022, how would you now define what is Miss International is both personally and professionally to young girls and aspiring candidates globally?
So, as I said earlier, I believe that a Miss International should be someone who is kind and approachable, and who is warm-heartedly, really from the bottom of their heart, approaching people. And of course, it is also someone who maintains international relationships and also encourages people to try other cultures' food. So that is something that I believe is something that really makes a Miss International a Miss International. It's kind of like a diplomat, I would say, but with less politics in it.
Go. Sorry. Hello, Jasmine. Annyeonghaseyo, mabuhay. Sorry. Okay, so we do know that you're dating a Korean, right?
That's old news.
You're no longer together?
No.
Filipino men are the best also. Okay. Anyway, but on a scale of 1 to 10, you have traveled to this part of the world. How close is Asia in your heart? And what places in the Philippines would you like to explore?
So Asia, of course, is very, very close to my heart because every time I came to Asia, I've been to Korea, Japan, and now Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Philippines. I have always been greeted with so much love and warmth by the people there. And it makes me feel really appreciated as a person. But I also can feel that it's genuine love and genuine kindness that I'm experiencing here, which Europe actually still lacks a bit of, to be honest. So coming to Asia really makes me always feel appreciated, and I want to give the same love back to the people here. So it also gives me a lot of energy and hope for the future.
Right.
Hi, Jasmin. This is Leo from Life and Style Center. Having said that, you have now the crown, all eyes on you. What can you say about those girls that really want to inspire or wanted to become like you?
So, as I said earlier, never giving up, being passionate about what you do, and also being consistent are, for me at least, the key ingredients that got me the crown in the end. But it also had to do a lot with my personality development. So when I became, before I became a pageant queen, I was bullied in school. I felt very insecure. I had a hard time loving myself. I even had depression for a few years. So I know what it's like to be in a bad place, and I don't want to return to that. So when I started beauty pageants, I was just looking for another hobby during the COVID times. And then luckily my training camp from Berlin found me, who are Filipinos. And then I kind of became more and more I started loving myself more because I found out about sides of me that I really wasn't aware of, even that these character traits or personality traits are lingering in me. And it gave me hope for myself and also made my life a lot more positive than it was before. So becoming a beauty queen is not just having a crown on your head, but also the personality and character development you go through while you are competing for a crown, for example. So that is why I say that kindness and the love and support to show one another and to cheer all women, but also cheer all people in general is very important to me. So every time I see bad comments on the internet, for example, it makes me really genuinely sad because there's just some things that shouldn't be said out loud, for example, or just some comments that you could actually spare yourself from. For example, I have been a victim of cyberbullying after I was crowned as well. So that was a hard time that made me second guess myself again because I'm just a human, right? But in the end, I think that sometimes I also call comments out, which makes people surprised actually. And then they're like, oh Queen, I didn't know you would respond. So it actually makes me think like, if you wouldn't say the thing that you comment on the internet to someone in person, or know that that person will read your comment, why even comment that? And why even share this negativity on the internet? So, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Charmy from Philippine Star. So my question is, how would you describe your Miss International journey so far?
It is a fountain of happiness and love. That's how I would describe it. So it's been almost 6 months now since I've been crowned, and I have been traveling a lot. I've been 7 weeks in total in Germany this year. So thinking of how many months I've already passed, I've only been less than 1.5 months at home. And but I'm really appreciative of it, because this is like currently the time of my life and I really want to experience as much as possible and also influence as much people as possible with the positivity that I intend to share to the world.
Thank you. My second question is, what was your impression of the Philippines before you came?
That you're all very funny people. With sense of humor, and of course also that you're very enthusiastic about beauty pageants. So I already kind of was hoping like, okay, maybe they will influence me with their happiness and their positivity.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And from right across the room for our final question from Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Hi, Jasmine. Armin Aguila from the Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Hello, you're so far away.
Yeah, I know. I'm close. I was there in the Tokyo Dome City Hall when you won your crown. And right after you were crowned, you were thrust directly in front of the media to answer their questions. And you
I was so tired.
Yeah, you were
You
so
could
tired.
see it in the pictures.
At what point did the feeling sink in that you have already won?
Actually, it was months after. Like, I mean, of course you realize, okay, I won the title now. But it was really when I started doing my first media visits. So that it began to sink in that I'm Miss International now.
Just one more question. You have mentioned that you have Filipino trainers. Are there Filipino beauty queens that you look up to, you idolize?
Of course, Maureen Montaigne and also Catriona Gray, who I'm going to see soon. And then it makes me really excited. So when I saw that she will be the host for Pinipining Pilipinas, I was like, oh my God, I'm meeting my idol. On top of getting to check off that I finally can watch Pinipining Pilipinas live. So I really hope that I get to take a picture with her, of course, and have some little bonding time as well. Because her "You're never denied, but only redirected" sentence she said really inspired me back then.
Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jasmin Selberg.
Jasmin! Go Jasmin! 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 Jasmin!
Isa
Jasmin!
lang guys, ha? Isa lang. Isa lang guys.
Go Sir Hines! Go Sir Hines! Sir Hines! Sir Hines!
All right, thank you very much. Now, you will all be given your time with Miss Selberg. And of course, nagpaalam tayo sa the one and only kasama po ni Miss Jasmin Selberg. Let's also welcome, he is the Chief of Staff of ICA. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all say hello to Mr. Stephen Diaz.
Stephen! 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 Stephen!
Hi, Stephen.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Moshi Moshi.
Moshi, konnichiwa. Arigatou gozaimasu.
All right, first of all, Stephen, thank you rin for joining us. And kompletohin na natin yung picture. Tawagin na natin dito si Miss Irene Jose.
Yes! Ma'am Irene! Ma'am Irene! Sino ng chini?
Tawagin na rin natin si Miss Lulu Chua.
Ma'am Lulu!
Ang bumubuo ng marketing. Tawagin na rin natin ang bumubuo ng aming PR group. Samahan niyo na kami on stage para kasama si Jasmine.
Sir! Ano?
Uuna lang kami guys ha, tapos
Sure po.
Sure po. Tayo pa ba naman? Ang tagal na natin itong ginagawa. Nakita ko yung mga throwback ko. Ang papayat pa yan. But through the years, it's just us pa rin. So I'm so happy.
Sir Ray. Sir Leroy.
Wow! Thank you very much, guys.
So, ima-manage po ni Mr. Ray
ang pag-one-on-one, ang pag-conduct ng one-on-one interviews natin. And of course, pauunlakan po tayo ng pagkakataon. They'll be giving us the opportunity to have our follow-up opportunities as well. So thank you very much, Ms. Jasmin Selberg, Mr. Stephen Diaz, thank you very, very much. And guys, of course, thank you very much. And don't forget, the Grand Coronation happening on May 28th at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Buy your tickets now! International Sanitation and Protection Suppliers. Once again, thank you very, very much, everybody. We'll see you all on the Grand Coronation Night on May 28th at the Smart Araneta Coliseum.